Guys, this is Andrei Restrepo and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the GoPro Hero Max and that really unique sequence that you just saw. Such a weird, interesting camera. But before that, if you're a photographer, videographer that buys and sells camera gear, you need to check out this app called GearUp. Basically, it's the new way to buy and sell camera gear. I'm going to be giving them a shot and I'm going to be putting up some of my old gear that I don't really use that's up on this shelf. See if it can go into better hands, someone that needs it. And so if you want to check it out, link is in the description below. But now let's get to the review. There it is. Here is the GoPro Hero Max. This is definitely a really interesting looking GoPro, not like the other ones. And it has two cameras on each side because it is a 360 camera, which is what this review is going to be heavily focused on. I haven't used a 360 camera at all on this channel or at all in general. Now I know for a fact I'm going to have to connect this to my phone because this pretty much entirely works with your phone. How you edit the footage, how you get the footage off of here. You can basically edit in here, reframe everything, which I'll go over that in this video. So now it's gonna search for the GoPro Connect camera. We are officially good to go, other than the fact that we don't have an SD card in there. So let's get that in there and then start shooting with the GoPro. Wow, how does this look? We are now filming on the GoPro. I hope this looks pretty good with this nice light setup. Give you a quick spin around the room. This is how this looks. That's trippy. So overall, like I like to start all of my reviews on products, gear, whatever, is the build quality. And the GoPro Hero Max is built like a tank. It is waterproof. However, the 360 mode apparently does not work underwater. It just looks all warpy and crazy, but I can't even test that right now. Exterior texture all over it. The two glasses seem really protective. There's also even another covering you can put on that it comes with it. So I really like that because I would feel super confident and fine taking this wherever. And if this were to fall, I don't think anything would happen to it. So build quality is A+. And now the main feature, what I think that makes this GoPro, of course, more unique is the 360 mode. This is my first 360 camera. I haven't used one of these. So I've always been a fan of GoPros because it gives you that point of view shots that you can get from your camera, but sometimes you can't in certain situations. Like when I was in Hawaii last year, I was so stoked on having a GoPro for when we were bodyboarding in the water, snorkeling, stuff like that. So that's where my camera really can't come into play because I don't have like an underwater housing or something. The fact that it does all of that, but also now has a 360 mode, I'm super stoked about. And I found it kind of funny that it has a screen on the front because it's a 360 camera. Like even though you see whatever image you do, it's like, what's the point? But I guess if you're using like a normal GoPro, that's how it would come in handy. So yeah, using the 360 mode honestly was super easy and honestly really simple to learn. There was no learning curve on it, honestly. So I actually ended up liking that it has the screen because that's how you can do all of your settings. So you just pop into 360 video, 5.6K, 30 or 24. And the touchscreen on the GoPro is really easy, really responsive. So I like that. And just start recording and then you just basically have to think about where you want these shots to be. I wish I had this whenever I was using for those one wheel shots, but. Okay, so I don't have any sort of stand or selfie stick for the GoPro Max. And with everything going on right now, we can't go get one. So meet the GorillaPod Max. This will do. So wherever you're pointing that camera, you can basically get any view of that. And so that's where it's really cool because now you can create sequences based on where you put the GoPro. So when I was riding around with the one wheel, I was basically putting it like around the one wheel, getting like a really low ground shot, and then also like just moving it around me. And then one thing that I do have to note that I was kind of really surprised is that there wasn't a slow motion mode in the 360 mode. So I think that is definitely something that's lacking in this. 360 slow motion I think would be pretty awesome. Here is the first clip that I shot, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to reframe this, use the keyframes to really make a video that makes sense. If you just press play, it's gonna just keep that one angle, and just wherever you move the GoPro, it's gonna be that. But we want to show whatever we wanna show and kind of reframe it to how we want. So, start at the beginning. I kind of trimmed off a piece already right there just with the scissor tool. And what I want to do is I want it to kind of start on me right here. You could zoom out if you wanted to, kind of zoom in. So I'm just keep this like medium angle, kind of align the horizon right there. You can activate that, but I'm just gonna do it manually just cause. and then all you do is put a dot right there. So now you just let that play. And let's say right here where I'm gonna go hit that little bump, I'm gonna have it zoom out actually, do another keyframe right there. So now if we go back to this first one, you can see that it's gonna gradually zoom out to where that new point is right there. Not bad. So now keep going, let's keep watching this, see what happens. So I'm gonna go into the street right there, and let's say that right there, we're gonna flip to this view and kind of zoom in a little bit to show where we are. Hit a keyframe. So now if you go back, play that, you're gonna see it's gonna gradually turn over there. Bam, cool. So now let's keep going, see what's going on right here. Now let's kind of start shifting back to right here. It's already easing it in. So you can see right here, it's automatically easing in between. And what that means is just gonna be a smooth ease in from that last keyframe to the new one. So it's not like a jittery move or something like that. So I like that. So let's see what else happens. I didn't move it as much as I should have, but in the next clip, you'll see something. So now I moved it. So now it's behind me. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit to get more of a perspective here. Another keyframe. And then keep going. So now I brought it down really low. So let's just say that we want kind of like this angle right here, more focused on the one wheel. Turn that around a bit, however you want. Pinch, zoom, turn, whatever. You can do whatever you want like that. Hit a keyframe, keep going. And so let's just stop right there and then let's save that. Save draft, and let's just see what we did. So here we have the video starting, kind of zooming out, focused on me. By the way, this is with the Gorilla Pod that I rigged up with gaff tape. Works pretty good. Already, one of my favorite things I love about this is that it's so smooth. You know, for 360 video, that's pretty awesome because it would suck to look at this all jittery. But really smooth, going really nicely, and just wherever, like I said, wherever we put the keyframes is where that video is gonna be. And then the 360 photo is pretty cool. So here's a photo that I took right here of me on the driveway, and you can kind of just go and either pick your frame, whatever you want, rearrange it, zoom in, zoom out. I just think this one mode is so funny. That's hilarious. It's just me on this little world. So now let's do a quick audio test right in here. You can see this is gonna be compared to the Rode Mic Video Pro. I've never been a huge fan of how the GoPro sounds, especially when water gets on it, then it's like, you're done for. We can try it right here. We're not gonna do the 360 mode, we're just gonna do the GoPro mode. But yeah, again, it is so smooth, and wow, looks so much better when I bring it over here by the light for sure. So definitely curious to see how the audio is gonna sound. This is on the GoPro. This is what it's like on my camera and my video setup. But I think it definitely is a big improvement from the other GoPros. I can definitely tell a difference between this one and the last one that I used, which was the GoPro Hero 8. And I do like that if you're happy enough with this audio, this could be a really good vlogging setup, just like I am right now. But guys, there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the GoPro Hero Max. I honestly think this would be a really good addition for anyone just trying to get some really cool shots, especially if you're going somewhere really nice. Like I would have loved to have this in Hawaii to do some 360 video along with just having the normal functionalities of a GoPro. So that's pretty much it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down your thoughts on what you think on the GoPro Hero Max, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you guys to be a part of my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you.